In this video, we are going to cover 4 metaverse stocks for the future. And typically on this channel, we focus on crypto. But as crypto, NFTs, and the metaverse become more mainstream, it is becoming part of the roadmap for many public companies. And something about the metaverse that is often overlooked is that it is a long-term play. Many of us will look at the metaverse thinking it's going to be built in a few weeks or a few months and there's quick money to be made. Well, of course there is quick money to be made based off of a narrative, but the actual metaverse will take a while, 5, 10, or 15 years. And in this video, we are going to cover 4 that I believe have long-term potential. And if that sounds good to you, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps support the channel. And with that being said, let's get into the content. Welcome aboard the Bitcoin Express. My name is Chase. Let's get to it. We need to get something out of the way. To no one's surprise, the first metaverse stock on this list is Facebook, which is now known as Meta. And this has to be on everyone's list. There is no such thing as a metaverse stock list that does not have Facebook on it. Again, I know this is not a surprise, so we're going to do a quick review for Facebook, and then we'll get to the other 3 afterwards. So Facebook, now going by Meta, is already available. The stock ticker is still FB for Facebook, but it will be switching to MVRS on December 1st. And Facebook is going to hire 10,000 people in Europe to work on the metaverse, and they own so many different companies. They have everything that a company would need to succeed, and one of their most important companies is Oculus. So they have everything they need. They have the platform, the marketing, and the actual equipment. And ironically, Facebook may be introducing physical stores. And this is pretty funny because the whole point of the metaverse is to go from physical to digital. But them having physical stores does actually make sense. The rumor is that they'll have these stores to showcase virtual reality headsets and other merchandise from the company's Reality Labs division. The physical stores would give people hands-on insight about the realities of the metaverse. So this has not been confirmed by Facebook, but it has not been denied. But this does make sense. I do believe we will see these physical stores for Facebook where people will be able to walk in and actually use these VR headsets and test out the metaverse. So Facebook currently has a market cap of $946 billion, which is quite large. However, over the long term, I do believe that there still is room for growth. Again, this is not about ethics or morals. Whether you like it or not, Facebook will likely be a large player in the future of the metaverse. And another stock that I want to talk about that's actually not on the list, but I wanted to quickly review it, is Microsoft. They are also going to enter into the metaverse. And just like Facebook, it is very likely that they will have a big role in the future of the metaverse as well. But the thing about Microsoft and their stock is that the market cap is $2.52 trillion. This is actually, at the moment, the single largest stock by market cap. So will they do well in the future? Probably. But from an investment standpoint, they're already so large that just doubling your money might take a long time, even if that's possible. So in the past, $1 trillion or even a $2 trillion market cap, we would look at it and say it's not really possible. But as the world continues to pump trillions and trillions of dollars into the ecosystem, we are seeing that these larger market caps in the trillions are actually possible. But for this to double will take a long time. So instead of speaking about Microsoft, I want to speak about number 2 for metaverse stocks, and that is NVIDIA. NVIDIA currently today is a major player in producing graphics cards and chips. And when we talk about the metaverse in the future, it will require a large amount of processing power. And when it comes to supplying that power, there is a very good chance that NVIDIA is the one providing that power. So this in itself is a very big deal for a company like NVIDIA. But to add to that, NVIDIA is also developing their own metaverse platform called Omniverse. They are making a big bet on the metaverse. They are going all in. I will leave a link down below if you want to learn more about NVIDIA's Omniverse. And when it comes to NVIDIA, they are not as large as Microsoft, but they're also not very small. They have a market cap of $768 billion, but over the long term, there is room to grow. But the third metaverse stock on this list has a lot of room to grow, and that is Roblox. Roblox today is likely the closest thing we have to the metaverse. This is a world where people come together to play games and to communicate with each other. Roblox has 43.2 million daily active users. It is massive and it continues to grow. They even have an in-game currency called Robux. They have even hosted in the past virtual concerts, for example, with celebrities such as Lil Nas X, and attracted more than 30 million visits. It will likely continue to grow. It's free to play. It's available across multiple platforms. There's a variety of game modes and content, a platform for creativity. Roblox is also a platform that lets you build and create, and a big friendly community, as we mentioned, 43.2 million daily users, and developers get rewarded for their work. So this is a platform that will likely continue to grow. And despite its current growth, it still has a relatively small market cap compared to the others on this list at $45 billion. So there definitely is room for Roblox to grow over the future. So far, we have spoken about 3 metaverse stocks, but there are so many out there because, like we said in the intro, with the metaverse, NFTs and cryptocurrency becoming more mainstream, many companies will incorporate the metaverse into their future roadmaps. But even out of these 3 that we spoke about, maybe someone is confused and they don't know which one they should get into. Well, luckily, that brings us to number 4. There is a Metaverse ETF. And the Bull Metaverse Index is the first index globally designed to track the performance of the metaverse. So this is an ETF that is a basket of companies that will be participating in the metaverse in the future. And generally, index funds or these ETFs are safer bets because it is a basket of different individual stocks. For example, let's say a stock does bad, there will be another one that does well to even it out. And it has a reasonable expense ratio at 0.75%, and it is available on the New York Stock Exchange. And here is a breakdown of what is inside of this index ETF. The largest holding actually is NVIDIA at 10%, followed by Microsoft and Roblox. Again, I think Roblox is a very good long-term play. And you will notice if you go through this list that there are so many well-known companies, examples such as Apple and Qualcomm and Snap and Sony and Alphabet, Google, Coinbase, Adobe, Samsung, Disney, and so on, because really all these major companies at some point will need to incorporate the metaverse into their roadmap. And the Metaverse ETF is available in many places such as Robinhood, Interactive Brokers, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, E-Trade, and so on. I will leave a link down below for a full breakdown of what is being held in the Metaverse ETF. And I also want to know from you guys down below, are there any Metaverse stocks that were not mentioned in this video that you believe deserve the spotlight? Put it in the comments down below, like the video. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.